this Google Workspace with Gemini, AI-powered teaching and productivity. So first of all, I am Mei San. All right, I am a Google certified trainer from Dylan Technology. Together, we are today with the Matrix C. So we are going to share this about this topic to you all. All right. Okay. So before we really go into the title, I need you all to actually scan this QR code for your attendance for today's session. Okay, so I guess all of you already done scanning the QR code for attendance. Okay, so yeah. So next we are going to go into this topic about this Gemini. All right. Okay. Okay, Gemini, your AI-powered assistance for education. So as we know, okay, Gemini is actually we already know what is Gemini. So now Gemini actually is an app. Okay, is an app. So we can use it free. Okay, so for educator, what do we have? Okay, so for educator, we actually have this integrated, okay, Gemini, where we call it Google Workspace with Gemini. Okay, so nowadays we can see that our Google Workspace, like for example, our Google Classroom, Google Slide, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Gmail, Google Meet, Google Drive, all actually integrated with this Gemini. All right. So you can chat with Gemini free of you can chat with you can chat with the Gemini using the app for free, and also for this Google Workspace with Gemini we also have so all the educators can get the generative AI across the Google Workspace for education. All right. Okay. So next, we are going to see this transform education with the help of Gemini. So how Gemini can help us, or maybe how Gemini can help in the education. So for example, for the first one is we can save our time. It can speed up our time consuming for speed up all the time consuming tasks lah, so that we can focus on other things else. Okay. So another one is make our learning more personal, inspire creativity, learn confidently, and when we are using our Gemini with our domain, for example, you are using the Gemini with your school domain, all this actually will keep our data private and secure. They will not use our data for the model improvement. Okay. So Google Workspace with Gemini. So what we have, Google Workspace with Gemini. So let's see. Okay. So in Gmail and Google Docs, the Gemini in Gmail and Google Docs is we have this function called helps you write, and in Google Slide we have this help you visualize, where we can actually create or generate images in this Google Slides, and we can also generate the slides that suit to our requirement. Okay, so for example, we want an image, okay, that's suitable to our content, but we cannot find it anywhere. So we can use Gemini with Google Workspace with Gemini, okay, to help us to do for this thing. And in Google Sheets, we have this function, help you organize your data. In Google Meet, we can use Gemini to help you connect. And also in Google Vids, we can use Gemini to create a video. a realistic, amazing video. So for later on, I will show you some example about this Google Vids. Okay. So next, in Google Docs, Gemini in Google Docs. So what we have Gemini in Google Docs. So basically, if we take a look in our Google Docs, okay. So you will this with your license lah, of course. Okay, we need to subscribe for the Pro, and you will see this Gemini functions actually integrated in our Google Docs. So what we have here is on your right hand side, okay, top right, you will see a stars here where this is actually the Gemini. So when we click this one, you can actually prompt something here, or maybe you can ask the Gemini to write something for you, or to brainstorm some ideas. And the main things is here. We have the buttons generate document or help me write document. So these two icons actually help us to actually create a document, a nice document. Okay. Okay, so basically for this Gemini in Google Docs, what we can do is we can use it for design our lesson plan, or we can use it to differentiate our course materials, and also we can give tailored feedback to each students. Okay, so these are some ideas on how to use Gemini in Google Docs. All right. So I'm going to show you the example here. Okay, so this is actually the Google Slides, Google Docs. Okay, so in Google Docs, when we click on the generate document icon, okay, generate document icon. So here you will come to this place where we can actually prompt in to ask Gemini to create something for us. So for example, I asked Gemini to generate a brief document about magnetic that's suitable for students age 15 to study, included related images. Because sometimes when we want to have some materials for the students to study, quite hard, and we need time to actually search for the documents, or maybe the informations, or the website, YouTube video or something. So you can actually ask, you can actually use this Google Docs to help you to generate a brief document. So for example, I put in this prompt here. Okay, I put in the prompt here and I click create. So what will come up? Let's see. So it will take some time to actually generate the documents for you. And you can actually use this Google Docs to actually generate some document, to include some images, related images. Okay, so you can see here, this is the brief document that created by this Gemini in Google Docs. So what we have here is the fascinating world of magnetism. So they will actually segregate the parts for you. Okay, first, what is magnetism? Second, how do the magnets works? So in between, they will actually put in the related images lah. Okay, so of course, teacher, you can actually check before you want to pass this, or maybe you want to distribute this document to your students. You can actually check whether the information is all correct or not. All right, and if you are not satisfied with the documents, you can actually go to this edit prompt to help you to prompt again and get a new document, maybe an updated one. Okay, and if you think this paragraph is not that good, you want to refine, yeah, you can actually highlight the parts that you want to refine, and then you will see the icons here, refine. So you can actually click here and you can actually ask the Gemini to help you to rephrase, to shorten, to elaborate, or to make it more formal, or maybe you want to modify it with your prompt. Okay, so you can do this. Or maybe, teacher, you want to add in some more things after this, explore more. Okay, so what you can do is you can always go to the blank space, and on your right side, you have this help me write. So you can always click on the help me write and put in your prompt so that Gemini can create the new content for your documents before you want to distribute the document to your students. All right, so this is the Gemini in Google Docs. All right, so it is very powerful things lah. Okay, because instead of you want to create the document by yourself, you can actually use the AI to assist you in creating the documents, maybe a study, a revision, a copy for your students. Yeah, you can do that. All right. So next, I'm going to show you the next one. Okay. So that one is actually the Gemini in Google Docs. So what is the next thing? Okay, let's see. Okay, next we have the Gemini in Google Slides. Okay, we have Gemini in Google Slides. So Gemini in Google Slides can do what? So here we have this example here. So in Google Slide, we can ask Gemini to actually generate images, or maybe we can ask the Gemini in Google Slide to create a slide based on our need. Okay, so the idea is we can generate new slides, or we can dream up unique images. So for example, this is some of the images. We just put in our prompt, a simple prompt, and then Gemini in Google Slide will actually generate all the images that based on our prompt lah. Okay, based on our prompt. So for the slides, we can always use the function create slides. Okay, so it will create slides that's suitable for us lah. For example, we want to generate a slides about a congratulation team. So this slide will become out, and they will include suitable images for us. Okay, so where is the Gemini, okay, that we can find in this Google Slides? Okay, let's see here. So this is our Google Slides. Okay, same thing on your top right, you have this star where we call it Gemini. So here, this is the right hand side, the toolbars here. The first icon is actually generate an image, and this is actually the AI, the Gemini in Google Slides. So for example, I asked this Gemini to generate image about splashes of colors and shapes forming a light bulb. And then here we can choose our size, whether we want it to be a square size or wide or tall. And we can add in our style too. Okay, so for example, I want it to be a photography style, or maybe a background, vector art, sketch, watercolor, cyberpunk, or random. Okay, so for example, I put it as a photography style. So this is my prompt, and this is a size, and this is a style, and I click create. So here, when this is creating, when the Gemini is creating, I just want to show you some of the example that I created before this. Like for example, I have the images like this kind of images, color, splashes of color, shapes that form a light bulb. Okay, and the next one, which is I asked for a photography style. Yeah, this is those images with photography style. So this is the one that you can see, and we can preview it before we want to insert to our slides. So yeah, you can see the images are so beautiful. And let's say this is the one that this is the image that I want. I feel this is good, so I can actually insert this image. Okay, I can actually insert these images into my slide. So this is how I insert the image in my slide. And then I can actually do some editing here lah. Okay, so maybe I want to put it this way. And this is the place that I can write something here. So this will be one of the sample. And maybe you want to like create a slide. Okay, you got no time to do your slide, so you want to have Gemini in Google Slide to help you to do a slide. Okay, so you click on this, and then you create a slide. And for example, this one, right? For this one, when we prompt in, it will only generate one slide per prompt lah. Okay. So for example, here I can input my okay. So here I actually prompt in, okay, use the example, I should prompt in, create a slide about buying an electrical vehicle. So this is the sample. So with the image, with the title, and with the point that we have. If we do not want, just cross it and we can prompt it again. Create a slides about learning alphabet, for example. Okay, so let's see what will come up. Okay, so just put in a very simple prompt, then we can have Gemini to help us to do something. Okay, for example, create a slide, or maybe create a document, maybe create a lesson plan. Yes, you can use all this function. Okay, and also within the prompt, you can actually use this alias where you can actually tag another document. Maybe you want to have another supportive document to support your things. Yes, you can. So this is the layout, or maybe the sample, okay, coming from the prompt that I did just now, okay, learning the alphabet. So if I think this is okay, then I click insert, okay, and this will be the slide. Okay, then this will be the slide. So of course, you can actually edit the font type, font size, and you want to add in something else. Yes, you can, no problem. Okay, you still can edit. All right. So this is Gemini in Google Slides. All right. So far for these two apps, do you have any questions? Or still good? Okay. So hi, teacher Malika. Okay. Hi. How to add the Gemini access on the top right. Okay, this one, first of all, you need to have a subscription to the, okay, let me check. You need to have the subscription first. Unless your school already subscribed for you all, for this pro license, okay. Okay, so maybe later on you can ask your school. Okay, this one for this access on the top right is on subscriptions. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So if everybody is okay, then I will continue to the next one. Next is the Gemini in Google Classroom. This one is the very, very good things. It's a great tool for teacher. Okay. Because Gemini in Google Classroom is a suite of Gen AI tools for teaching and learning, and teacher, you can access to this, okay? You can check in your classroom whether you have the Gemini or not, okay? I guess you have already. Okay, so in this Gemini, right, I want to show you the Gemini in Google Classroom. You have a lot of tools that you can use. For example, you can have this outline a lesson plan. You can ask this Gemini in Google Classroom to help you generate quiz, re-level text, create a rubric, and then this thing you can actually directly put in your classroom. For example, you want to assign, for example, you already generate a quiz, and then this quiz you want to put into the class that you have that you are teaching right now. Yes, you can use that function. Okay, so let me show you about this Gemini in Google Classroom. All right.
Hi, Mason. Can you check your screen? Okay, I saw the classroom already.
Okay. All right. All right. So this is actually the classroom with the Gemini. So how to get the Gemini? Check on your left-hand side, the left-hand menu. Do you see that the Gemini? This is a new launch features for all the teachers. Okay. So this Gemini, you can see here, the Google AI tools for educators. Here you got a lot of tools that you can use. For example, outline lesson plan, create a vocabulary list. You have this tackle common misconception, write stories, and some more. You have this jigsaw activity. You have translate text, draft a class newsletter, draft an email to the guardians, for example. So all these things you can actually find in the classroom. Okay, you can find in the classroom. So just now, I already did a brief document. Still remember, I already did this one, the magnetism document for the students to learn, to study. So now I want to create a lesson plan. So how do I do that? So you just click on this outline a lesson plan. Okay. here in your classroom, you just click on this outline a lesson plan, because just now you already have a document for your student to study. So you want to base on that document and you want to outline a lesson plan. So you click on this outline lesson plan, and here you put in your target grade. So for example, my student is 15 years old, meaning in Malaysia is Form 3. So because in overseas there will be there's a level. They have the level. The level is different with Malaysia. So what I will do is I will put in age 15. Okay. And here you can describe the topic and standards you want to teach lah, or the knowledge and the skills you want students to demonstrate. So for example, I'm teaching science about magnetics. So maybe I want my students to have creativity and critical thinking, maybe. Okay. So here I can upload additional context like a related unit or plan or maybe a chapter. And this is optional. So if you have, better. But if you do not have, it's okay. So I upload from Drive. So I just link that document just now. Okay, so let's see where's my document. Okay, this is the document just now. I add in and I generate the learning objective. So in this outline a lesson plan, that will generate the learning objective for you first before they really do for the lesson plan. So here you can check, is it the learning objective that you want? So able to analyze real world example on how this magnetism is applied. So able to explain the fundamental principles of magnetism. So I think this is okay. So what I did, okay, next, you can describe your class, maybe your class size, okay, or maybe your class learning levels. Okay, so this is optional. So if I do not want to put in anything, I just generate the lesson plan, and you will see the very amazing things here. And this is the lesson plan. So you will see this is the title and this is the lesson overview, and they also put in the materials needed, okay, and preparation require common misconceptions, okay, and also they put in the activities for you as in your lesson plan, and also they put in the assessment and the exit ticket. So if you can check all these things, if you think this is good, okay, then what you can do is you can export this to Google Docs, or maybe you want to modify this lesson plan with your prompt, or maybe this is actually the suggestion lah, okay, if you want to modify. So this is how we actually generate a lesson plan using outline a lesson plan features in Gemini in Google Classroom. Okay, so for example, I export this, and what I can do next, I can actually use this lesson plan to generate a quiz. Or maybe you want to use the document just now, the briefing document just now, you can actually use that to do for the quiz, or maybe something else later, or maybe generate the quiz, generate rubrics. Okay, so this is basically the Gemini in Google Workspace. Okay, this is the Gemini in Google Workspace. So you have a lot of things here also you can actually explore. All right, so I just show you one example, and the next, if we have time, we can we can do it later on. Okay, so basically just want to give you an idea on how to use the Gemini in Google Classroom. Okay, oh yeah, one more. For this generate quiz, when you put in your the topics, everything, right? Okay, the quiz can export to Google Form directly, just to let you know lah. Okay, when you use this generate a quiz features, you can export your quiz question directly in Google Form. That will save your time lah. All right. Okay, so this is the Gemini in Google Classroom. Okay, so what we have next? Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah. Next, we have this Gemini in Gmail. Okay, Gemini in Gmail. how it looks like. Okay, so Gemini in Gmail, we have these key features where we have this help me write, where you can ask, you can use this help me write feature to help you to generate the email content. Okay, or maybe ask them to refine the text for you. And you can actually use the function of summarize this email, where you can they can summarize about the email, what they want, and how what they actually will point out the important things in the email for you lah. Okay, so this is actually the features. So let me show you the features here. Okay, so this is Gmail. So when we compose a new message, okay, you will see the help me write features is here. Okay, so when you click on this, you can actually prompt in. Okay, so maybe I use the example. Okay, request feedback from my students. So for example, I want this Gemini to help me to write an email about request feedback from my students. So I click create. So Gemini in this Gmail will actually help you to write the message. So you can check, okay? So you can check whether you think this is good, and you can insert. If you want to refine, then you can use this refine function to help you to formalize or elaborate or shorten your email content. Okay, so this is the help me write function in Gmail. Okay, and next what you have here is this is the top right corner. You have this Gemini functions here. Okay, you can actually ask this Gemini to help you do maybe find the files, maybe, or summarize the email. Yeah, you can use this thing here. Okay, and the very another things is you can use your Gemini, because we have our Gemini apps, right? So your Gemini apps actually can connect to this Google Workspace. Like you can turn it on, and it will connect it to your Gmail, Google Docs, Google Keep, Google Docs, Tasks, Google Drive, and Google Calendar. And you can ask in Gemini app, help me to find the email from my Gmail about maybe feedback from students. So this Gemini will actually connected to your Gmail. They will find your email from your Gmail and let you know which one you should refer to. Okay. So this is basically the Google Workspace with Gemini. All right. So next we are going to talk about this Gemini apps. Okay. As we all know, Gemini apps is like a chatbot. Like we can chat with these Gemini apps. Okay, we can ask a lot of questions. But now, these Gemini apps, they have a lot of new features. So what they have here is we have the gems, we have deep research, we have canvas, and also the audio overviews. Okay, so to have the audio overviews, of course, you need to have this. You need to subscribe lah. Okay, you need to subscribe to have these audio overviews in our Gemini. All right. So for free user, you have gems, deep research, and canvas. Of course, with limit lah. Okay. So for gems, is now available for everyone, but 18 years old and above. For deep research, you can use it, but now with limit. Okay, free user will have limit 10 users per 30 days, meaning per month you can use for 10 times, and also for available for 18 years old and above. But for the Gemini Canvas, it's available to all users from 13 years old and above. Okay, for this overview, yes, free account with limit, but for the user 18 years old and above. So what is these features like gems, deep research, canvas, and audio overviews? So basically, audio overviews is we can generate an audio based on our responses. That is audio overviews lah. Okay, so now I'm going to show you about the gems, deep research, and the canvas. So what is actually the gems in Gemini? So gems are the AI experts that you can customize across a variety of topics, helping you complete specific goals, tasks, and workflow based on your inputs while reducing repetitive prompting. Okay. For example, you are a teacher, and sometimes teachers, you need someone to give you some advice or maybe give you some ideas in your teaching life. Okay. But sometimes our friends or maybe your colleagues is not free. Okay. Or maybe sometimes, maybe in the middle of the night, you think of something, you want to ask someone, but you cannot, right? So what we have here is this gems. Okay, so gems, we can ask them question, and they are the expert in specific fields. For example, let me show you this one. Okay, so gems are the customized version of Gemini that you can personalize to be an expert on any topics. Okay. So let me show you the example. Okay, hold on. Let me show you the example here. Okay. So this is my Gemini, and you can actually check your Gemini also. Your Gemini, you can check on your left-hand side, the menu. You will see this function, Explore Gems. Okay, when you click inside this Explore Gems, you will see there's a lot of pre-made gems by this Google. So you have brainstormer, you have career guide, you have coding partner, you have copy creator, you have learning coach, outreach specialist, sales pitch ideator, okay, sentiment analyzer, writing editor. So you have a lot of here. Okay, what is this about? So for example, learning coach. What is this learning coach about? So this learning coach basically is help with us in our teaching and learning. It is an AI tutor lah, something like an AI tutors. Okay, so what if for career guide? Career guide is that can help you, give you advice or give you ideas in your career. Okay, so for example, I want to build my own. For example, I am a biology teacher. I want to teach biology to my students, but sometimes I need ideas. Okay, I need to know how to teach, or maybe I need someone to give me idea how to create a lesson plan, or maybe my class students are all mixed level. So how should I teach them? Okay, so now I can actually create a personalized one. I can create a customer. I can customize the gems for myself. So for example, I create one is the bio buddy. Okay, what is this bio buddy? Okay, let's check. This bio buddy is a friendly, factually accurate, and encouraging AI tutor specializing in secondary school biology. So this bio buddy is actually the teacher's best friends lah. Okay, bio buddy can give you advices, can help you in creating your learning lesson plan. Okay, can help you to create quiz. So this bio buddy is the expert in biology. Okay, this bio buddy is the expert in biology. So what I can do with this bio buddy is I can ask him, or maybe I can ask this bio buddy about the biology. So for example, I asked these questions before. So I say, I need to teach. Okay, I need to teach the 16 years old students about human cell, the cell structure and the names of the parts. So they need to understand it well, but I want to make it simple and engaging. Can you give me a lesson plan for this? For example, this is a question I asked. So this bio buddy will give me the lesson plan. Okay, this is the lesson plan. So you have we have the topic, we have the target, we have the estimated time, the duration, and then the learning objective, the material needed, and the lesson procedure. So everything this bio buddy will give me. Okay, and then I go through the lesson plan. I think this is good. So what I can do is I can copy the content and paste in my document for my reference later, or maybe I want to keep it as my lesson plan. Okay, for reporting. Yes, you can do that. And next, what I can do is I ask this BioBuddy to build an interactive slide deck based on the lesson plan. So can this BioBuddy do that? Yes, the BioBuddy can do that, an interactive slide. So let's see. This is the interactive slides created by this BioBuddy. Okay, so you can see here. Human cell, a tour of the body tiny factories. So here I can click next. So what are we made of? So you will see actually this slide deck is so creative and the things are good, okay, and interactive. You can click, okay. So they will explain slide by slide what is actually the human cell and what is the cell looks like, and they will give you all this explanation like what we do for a slide, okay. But this one is interactive. And teacher, if you want to share this interactive slide to your students, you can actually go to the code, you copy down all the code and save in your computer in the notepad as HTML file, and you can share this to your students. And when they open, they will open in the Chrome browser. Then they can use the slide, okay. So you can see here the canvas. This is actually, canvas. This is actually the gems where they can actually make for you, generate for you all this code and become a interactive slide. Okay. So here you will see the cytoplasma, everything. So total, this one. They also included some quiz inside. Which part of the cell hold the DNA and act as a control center? So for example, I simply click 1. No, not good. Okay, the answer is not correct. So try thinking about the analogy. So I can click again, but nothing happened lah. So you will see, okay, what is the answer? You will know, okay, this help the students to actually engage in your class. Okay, so meet the workers and some more, okay, until the end. Okay, until the end. So this is actually the interactive slide. End of tour, any question. So yeah, this is the interactive slide that we can do using this Gemini. So basically this BioBuddy, the gems that we customize, the customized expert, okay, can help us in solving our problem. So for example, for education, you have this maybe a coach, maybe a BioBuddy, for example, a BioBuddy to help you with the biology things teaching in your school. Maybe if you are let's say you are you want to travel to somewhere, okay, and you need someone to actually give you some advice. You can actually create your gems, which is a travel partner. Then this travel partner is an expert in traveling, so they can give you the suggestion for if you want to travel. Okay, so this is the gems. All right. So next, what I want to show you is about the deep research. Okay, let me show you here. So this is basically the normal Gemini that we have, the normal Gemini apps. Okay, so what you can see here is usually we have the deep research, we have the canvas. Okay, so just now I show you that one is about the gems. So now we're back to our chat where we want to look at this deep research. Okay, so what is this deep research? Deep research actually help you to do your researching. For example, you want to do for your research paper, or you want to research on a particular topic, yes, you can use this deep research. Let me show you what is the result coming out from the deep research. So for example, I want to do on this topic, the Kesultanan Melaka. Okay, Melaka Sultanate, this is one of the topic, okay, that I want to do. And I want this Gemini to help me to summarize its rise to power, golden age, characteristic as a maritime trading empire, and eventual fall of this Malacca. So I put in the prompt and I use the deep research. So this Gemini will actually do the thinking here. So this is the plan of how Gemini do the research. First, this Gemini will research on the website and then analyze the result from all the websites and then create a report. So where is the report? This is the report. Okay, this is the report. So you can see this is the title and this is the introduction. It's just like we do our research paper or maybe a proposal. Okay, so this is the introductions part. And then we go down. This is part 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So they will actually put in all the informations here. Okay, and you will see the drop down menu, the drop down icon here. This is actually they tell you where do they find the information. So they actually put in the information for you lah, like the footnote. Okay. So until the end, okay, in between, if the things should be put inside one table, then they will do one table for you. And then you can export this to your document, or maybe you want to copy content and put in somewhere else. Okay, so you can actually do this. And then maybe you want to use this document as a study, maybe a learning information for your students. And then after they learn, after they study this paper, and you want to do some quiz with your students. So what you can do? Okay, so okay. This is the paper, yeah? Okay, so from this paper, I want to create a quiz. What should you do? Do you want to think the quiz by yourself? No. You click on this create, and for this create, you can actually generate a web page, an infographic, or a quiz, or audio overview. So here, let's try with the quiz. So when we generate a quiz, it will based on the document lah, and then the quiz is interactive quiz in Gemini. All right. So let's see the things coming out or not. Of course, if you do not want to okay, the paper is too long, too many text, so you want to put in, you want to make it something easy for your students to learn, you can actually create a web page or maybe create an infographic that will be easy for your students to learn, to study the informations. Okay, so of course, not only this Gemini can support various languages, so not only English, also can support like Bahasa Melayu, Chinese, and some other languages. Yes, later on you can try with the languages. So I have teachers, I have another batch of lecturers. They actually tried with their languages, like for example Arabic, Tamil, okay, Chinese. The things work. Okay, the things work. So later on, teachers, you all can try with the languages or maybe the things that you want. So, okay, here, this is the quiz. So basically, they will give you 10 quiz questions and all multiple choice questions. So here, they will ask you the questions and with the multiple choice. And here, if the students do not know how to answer, here we have the show hint. They will give you some hints here. So you can actually answer the question. So if you click on the wrong answer, they will give you the right answer and also they explain to you. Okay. So you can go to the next, something like that. So this is the interactive quiz that we can create from the research paper. Okay, can we export the quiz? So for now, this Gemini, this quiz, you can only copy and paste. You cannot export lah. You can see here, you cannot export, but you can copy and paste the things. This also help you to save your time already lah. But for teachers, I would suggest you to use the Gemini in Google Classroom. Remember just now we have the generate a quiz. We can use that one to actually help you for the question, because that one will directly put in export to the Google form, but this one we cannot. But this one we can copy and paste inside the Google form. All right. Okay, so basically this is about deep research. Okay, we can use it for the research paper. Okay, next. Okay, what I want to show you next is this one. Okay, we have the things called canvas. What is this canvas? Canvas is actually, we can use it for create interactive game or maybe slides or maybe some other things else. Like for example, you want to teach for codes, but you're not really good in coding. So you can ask Canvas to help you with that. You can use Gemini to help you to debug your code. Okay. So let me show you I should show you the example first. Okay. Okay, I'll show you some of the example about this Gemini canvas, all right? So I have something here, okay? where I have collect some interactive educational game. All this game actually generated by using this Gemini canvas. Okay, so for example, I show you this one, Chicky's Grammar Feast. Okay, so this game, we can actually use it for our students. So for example, now everybody is talking about gamification teaching and learning. Okay, so what is actually this gamification? Because nowadays the kids love games so much, and with game they can learn. Okay, so we have this thing. Okay, we can use Gemini Canvas to actually generate or maybe create our own educational game which is suitable to our syllabus. Okay, so Cheeky Grammar Feast. So start the game. So this is actually something like a quiz, okay, but with something interactive inside lah. So Cheeky's Grammar Feast help the Cheeky get fit by answering the grammar questions. So identify the noun in the sentence. The cat slept soundly. So which one is the noun? So for example, I think cat is the noun. So when I click on the correct answer, and they will show me the score, and correct, Chicky is happy. So we can go to the next question. Oops, I cannot go to the next question because the things is too small. The screen is too small. Let's see. Okay, I can go to the next question. Okay, so which word describe a noun? A red car drove past. Okay, car. Oh, cannot. Okay, the noun actually is a red. So wrong. Chicky tummy's rumbles. So next question. So these kind of games actually we created using our Gemini Canvas. Okay, let me show you another one, which is this one. Everybody loves Flappy Bird. Okay, so we can use this Flappy Bird concept to build a mathematical game. Okay, so here we can use our space bar to actually put on. So 27 minus 2. Okay, 19. Okay, again. So 11 plus 10. What is the answer? 21. So I must make sure the bird is touching the correct answer. And if the bird touching the what we call it, some other things lah, maybe drop on the floor, so you will lose the game. Okay. So you can play again, something like that. Okay, so this is some of the example. And this one, okay, this one, shapes and colors splash. This one is learning colors and the shapes. So here what we can do is find the blue rectangle. So we can click on the blue and put at the, okay, fill the red star. So click on the red color and put into the stars. Okay, why cannot this one cannot function? So when you get the correct answer, then you get 1 marks. Okay, so pick any color. Okay, so can reset and then pick. Okay, so you can pick any color. So this is some of the games that you can help the students or maybe the kids to learn about circles, to learn about shapes and also the colors. So these are some of the example. Okay, and this one, Build the Bear, also very creative. It's a very creative game where we can actually answer the questions. When we answer the questions, then the bear will be built. So this is one of the example. So with a very simple prompt, okay, we can actually create something using the canvas lah. They will come out the games, or maybe you can come out with the slides, something interactive. Okay, and the things you can save in your computer and share to your students. This is the Gemini Canvas. All right, so any questions about this Gemini Canvas? If no, I will proceed to the last one, where I'm going to show you about this Gemini VO3. Okay, Gemini VO3 is VO3 actually is the latest model in creating video and also images. Sorry, this one is for video. Okay, so in VO3, okay, with VO3 in Gemini itself, we can actually create video, but the video is only 8 seconds. Okay, so let me show you the sample. Okay, this video is generated by using the Gemini VO3. Okay, with a very simple prompt, you can actually ask this VO3 to help you to generate a realistic, amazing, and everything looks so smooth videos. Okay, so not only in Gemini, but also we have this in Google Vids. Okay, so let me show you some of the example. Okay, some of the example that generated by using the VO3. Okay, so this is a hedgehog learns about honesty. So this is basically a video. Okay, a video generated by using the VO3. So you can see the hedgehog, all the animations is all created by using VO3. So you can see the things is so cute, and then we have the lip sync, everything. So this is the videos preview. Okay, so not only this, okay, we also have this AI avatars. Okay, not only beside of the AI avatars, like just now the hedgehog, right? We're using the VO3 not only for the animation type, the cartoon type, but also the real people. Yes, we can. Okay, this is the real people videos. Okay, you can see. So you Okay, so for this video, actually they actually have few parts. Okay, so the first scene and the second scene and the third scene, they use the VO3, and you will see at the last scene, you will see this guy actually talking. Okay, the last scene, this guy talking, this is actually the AI avatar. So when you see this guy talking, all the animation, the lip sync, the expression is so smooth. Okay, so natural. So this is actually created using this AI avatar. Okay, using the AI avatar. So later on, you can actually explore this. So where to find this thing is inside our Google Vids. Okay, let me show you. Okay. So this is your Gemini. If you want to create video by using this Gemini, you can click on these videos with Rio, and you can put in your prompt. And also if you have photos, yes, you can put in your photos here so that this Gemini can know what you want and create the video based on your document. All right. Another one is when we want to compile all these document, all these video clips, right? You can go to your Google Drive. Okay, you can go to your Google Drive, and you can go to this Google Vids. So in this Google Vids, you have a lot of AI functions. Of course, this one also by subscription. Yeah. Okay, so you can see you have these create videos with Veo. You have this and even if you have your lesson plan, you can use this function, plan your video story, to actually attach your lesson plan and prompt in so that this, oh, sorry, I never share this. Okay. Okay, this is one. This is Google Vids. Okay, so if you want to create your video clips using Veo, yes, we have that. And you want to narrate with AI avatars? Yes, we have. So the AI avatars is already built in there. So you use the AI avatar and the sound also built in for you. And if you have your lesson plan or maybe your teaching materials, you can actually use this plan your video story to generate a video with prompt and attach your document inside. So the video will base on your document. For example, you want to create a short explanation video about water cycle, and you have the water cycle slides. So you can attach the slide and you use this function, prompt in, and the video will come out for you. Okay. So later on, you can actually do some minor editing. For example, you want to change the background sound, you want to change the text, you want to change the voiceover. Yes, you can you can edit in this Google Bits. All right. So this is basically about this AI, the Gemini, the VO3 in Gemini, and also the Google Bits. All right. So do you have any questions about this Google Bits and the Gemini VO? I suppose everybody is all good. So if everybody is all good, so I think my sharing is until this way, okay. And now okay, after our training, right, I need your feedback. Okay, I need your feedback. So yes, you can scan this QR code and share us your feedback. All right, so that we can know your experience and we can improve for the next sessions. Okay. Just some additional information for you all. For the video created by using VO3, right? There will actually come with the background music and also the sound effect. And if you want to include some speech for them, yes, you can do that because they will include all the sound and the speech talking, like the voiceover for you. Okay. Because now we have two types of model. One is VO2. The latest one is VO3. So the VO2 only have animations, but no background sound, no sound effect, no voiceover. But the VO3, we have all these things. Okay. And then um for the plan your video story where you can attach your document one, okay. That one actually you can attach your document. I mean your maybe your lesson plan or maybe some other supportive supported questions, document, sorry. Okay, then the video come out, the draft coming out is we've completed with the background music, the voiceover, the text, and also related images, and also the video transition between all the video clips. Okay, so it's actually help teachers or maybe the educators to save their time in creating their own instructional video or maybe their teaching materials video. Okay. All right. So everybody okay? Done with the feedback? Yeah, and as you can see in our Google Meet chat, okay, so we have put in the links for you, and if you like to get in touch with our team, the Matrix C team, so you can actually email them or maybe you can WhatsApp them, okay. And also here I want to share with you all, this is from me, okay, we are Dylan Technology and we are the Google for Education Professional Development Partner. So if you have any questions or maybe you have something to look at, so you can always access to our website or maybe you can WhatsApp or email us at this number and also the email address, okay. So also time's up. Okay, so yeah, thank you everyone for spending your time with us. Hope you all benefited from this 1 hour sharing. So thank you so much and hope to see you again. Thank you. So maybe before our